Hey guys, so we officially have Legends Festival that is here for Dragon Ball Legends. Everybody's obviously, been over the past few days to a week at this point, been able to play around with the new characters at this point. I assume most people have, gone in on the banners, pulled what they could, and at least pulled something that they could use. So hopefully you guys have had decent luck with your summons. But at this point, the festival's been out for pretty much almost a week now. This is just going to be part one. Remember last year we had UI Goku, and then, like 3-4 weeks later, they released Gogeta Blue and Broly, which I assume is going to happen this year, right? We have the the first tag character, Goku and Vegeta, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan Blue, and then we have the Spirit Sword Trunks LF, or Sword of Hope Trunks, whatever you want to call him. So that's part one, and I expect to get something big in sort of like the middle to late December area for part two of Legends Festival. So I want to take this time in this video to sort of, theorize and predict what we could potentially be seeing as part two to this celebration here. Now, obviously, nobody knows for sure what we're going to get. This is just speculation. I'm not saying that this is set in stone or anything like this. I just, And also, before we even get started, let me know down below, what characters do you guys want to see in part two to Legends Festival? So anyway, going back to the theme of the video here, this is the official website of Dragon Ball Legends, right? We have the whole Legends Festival thing here. We have all this information. Featured fighters, you can sort of scroll through all the new sparkings that are released in the banner. We have Trunks, Goku, and Vegeta. We have Broly. We have Mai, Goku Black, and Zamasu, and then Frieza, right? All the new characters, EXs, and sparkings. We have the Let's Go Legends stuff. We have the raid, which actually ended up dying in like a day, so that's unfortunate. Then we have this Goku who did not release yet. I actually assume he's going to be coming out this coming week, but we're not sure yet. It's just coming soon, so no one really knows. But the fact that they're advertising him on the website probably tells me that he's, more likely than not going to be coming out in like the next 3 days or so. So that should be cool. And then this is obviously, stay tuned. There's going to be more information added to this website as the festival continues. So this is the English site. Really not much to go off of here. But if we switch over to the Japanese website, there's actually a bit more information on here that I think this actually happened last year as well. There was like extra details on the Japanese website for whatever reason. They just, I don't know why they did this, but let's go scroll through this. So this is basically talking about the 300 free tickets you're going to be able to get to do the extra summons. This is talking about a present campaign through, I believe it's social. Yeah, this is social media. You can get like actual physical goods for Legends. So that's I think Japan only. Then this is talking about obviously the new characters. We have Goku and Vegeta, and then we have the Sword of Hope Trunks. This one down here is talking about Let's Go Legends, so pretty much everything's sort of the same. Then we have this over here, which we'll get back to in a second. This is talking about the 6 free Gokus, and then obviously we have another coming soon thing down here. So the thing I actually want to talk about is this, which discusses the Blizzard BGM that plays in, the summon screen and in PvP when you're on those areas of the game. So the interesting thing about Blizzard and the way that they're advertising the Blizzard BGM is it actually says that the Blizzard BGM is scheduled to run from November 24th, which is when the Legends Festival started, through January 18th. That is a very, very long time. That is a month and a full month and a half, almost a full 2 months actually, of Blizzard playing in those areas of the game. Now, if you guys remember back to, let me actually go over here. If you guys remember back during last year's Legends Festival, when UI Goku first came out, they had the whatever you want to use the English or Japanese version, the Genkai Topa X Survivor, Limit Breaker Survivor song that played in PvP. That was obviously to be in tandem with UI Goku's drop, because that's sort of like, the theme song of the opening for Super during the Tournament of Power. And that ran through UI Goku, and then once they released Gogeta Blue and Broly, then they changed the BGM to be Blizzard. So the BGM for Limit Breaker Survivor, actually, you can actually see on this website. So this is actually a site that reported on I had to dig into the depths of Google to find all this stuff here. But this is a website basically that reported on the information that happened with Legends. They actually were able to interview some of the producers here. We have this guy, and then obviously Toshi. And then one thing they actually did put here is, this is the only place I could find this, is they did have a set time that they had in planning for playing the Limit Breaker Survivor song in PvP. So it says 11/27, because actually the Legends Festival in 2020 did start a little bit later in the year than it did this year, a few days later. But it said this was only going to be running until the 23rd of December. And the reason for that is because Broly and Gogeta dropped the following day in PvP. And that's the reason why this was only running until 12/23. Now, in contrast to that, this year's Blizzard is going from basically the beginning all the way to January 18th. So now, the reason why they're playing these BGMs is just because they fall in line with the theme of the characters that are out, right? So, Limit Breaker Survivor falls in line with UI Goku. Blizzard falls in line with, the Blue Goku and Vegeta we just got. But why are they playing Blizzard for so long into this Legends Festival? So what this tells me is this Blizzard BGM is set to cover parts 1 and 2 of Legends Festival 2021. Like, this is going into January of 2022. So is part 2 also going to be Dragon Ball Super Broly themed? I think this is a clue here. Now, keep in mind that this could all be just, a placeholder date. This might not be 100% true. They could go ahead and give us something completely non-related to Dragon Ball Super Broly. They could give us like a fusing Super Gogeta from Fusion Reborn as an Ultra character, and then they go ahead and change. They go ahead and change the BGM way before this date. Down here, this might, this might just be here to throw us off. I mean, this does say planned in parentheses right here, but the fact that they have this disclosed here, the date being January 18th, at least in my opinion, means that there's at least a decent chance that whatever we do see in part 2 to this Legends Festival could be Dragon Ball Super Broly themed. And going over here, we have the Blizzard, this is for last year's Blizzard, went until January 27th. So that actually, I think the Legends Festival last year actually did run a little bit longer than this year. And then if we go back to the banner, so last year this UI Goku banner dropped on 11/26. The Blue Goku and the Vegeta banner this year dropped on 11/23. So it was 3 days later last year that this banner dropped. And then if you go sort of look at the Gogeta banner, so this dropped on November 26th. The Gogeta banner and Broly banners dropped on December 22nd. So there actually was almost a full month in between those two things that dropped. So I guess if you want to sort of keep that same span of time consistent between last year and this year, in terms of predicting when the Part 2 banner should drop, I mean, looking at this, right? So this dropped 11/26, this dropped 11/23, so it was 3 days earlier this year. So I mean, if you want to go through that same way, I guess you could sort of say that it's pretty safe to assume that the Part 2 banners to the Legends Festival this year are going to drop somewhere between, December 18th to December 22nd. I think it's pretty safe to say. If you look at the calendar, I mean, because generally banners at this point fall on Tuesdays, the December 21st is a Tuesday. So actually, I would probably put my money on December 21st being the Part 2 banner. But honestly, they could drop it whenever they want. So there's no really saying anything that can happen here. But basically, what I'm trying to get at here is that the fact that Blizzard is set to play throughout January means that I think, and there's a high probability of this happening, unless it's just, a fake out, right? Unless they're trying to fake us out here, that whatever is coming in Part 2 is probably going to be Dragon Ball Super Broly themed. And, going off of the assumption that Part 2 is probably going to be the first summonable Ultra character, what better character to release from Dragon Ball Super Broly than Blue Gogeta as the first Ultra character summonable? That's really what it seems to me is happening here. They made the Blue Goku, I mean, we could even look, right? They made the Blue Goku and Vegeta and Sword of Hope Trunks banners absolutely insane. Triple sparking rates, triple the Z power. There's a reason they're doing this. They're not doing this, from the bottom of their hearts. They're doing this to make you spend your resources because they're about to release something stupid hype, right? That's so obvious. Now, does that mean it's a bad idea to summon on these banners? Absolutely not. These banners, to me, are the best banners they've ever released in Legends history. So I would definitely not feel bad that you summoned on these banners. Just remember that, you know, there's probably something like peak hype releasing within the next 3 to 4 weeks here. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of this. We're going to be getting a lot of crystals over the course of this celebration, so if you guys feel like saving up for anything, maybe you just want to see what they drop, maybe you're interested, maybe you're not interested, at least you can, you know, be aware that something's probably coming here. But yeah, basically the gist of this video, and the reason why I wanted to bring this up, is because this was very interesting, right? The fact that Blizzard, the theme of Dragon Ball Super Broly, is going until January 18th. They've never played a BGM for that long, I don't think, right? Because even during the anniversary, right, they played the GT opening. That was for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's release, and then in Part 2 they released Gohan, and then they changed to Chala Head Chala, right? That's just, it's for the respective characters that dropped. If they plan on playing Blizzard the entire Legends Festival, then Part 2 is probably Dragon Ball Super Broly related. And, you know, Blue Gogeta is like the main selling point of that entire movie, so things are looking good for an Ultra Blue Gogeta. But at the end of the day, they could fake us out, they could change things up, they could do whatever they want. So this is just something that I wanted to point out and make sure that you guys were aware of. Let me know down below what you guys think about this possibility that we could be getting our first summonable Ultra and it being Blue Gogeta. I, of course, am super excited if that's the case. But, you know, we'll have to see how they handle summonable Ultras. That's the only sort of thing I'm a little bit worried about. So we won't really be able to be, you know, justified, or our hype probably will be a little bit, I guess, reserved until we see just how they handle that in terms of like the banners and the rates and whatever. So anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.